you got the memo for yellow sweaters.
I did.
I love it. I love it. We are two peas in a pod.
Right?
Awesome. Well, thank you for joining me on Friday, Feature Friday. This is awesome.
Sure. So happy to be here.
Hey, could you introduce yourself and your biz and tell us how you got started?
Sure. My name's Erika Wurm, and I do like eco-conscious mixed media art. I try to repurpose as much material as possible, and a lot of my work features endangered species of animals and flora. And I've kind of started this cool little like Port Townsend series too. So we're a little shout out to my little hometown here in Washington. But yeah, Wormwares kind of started I think in 2015, and it actually started from I was in a dark spot in my life. So I went to art school and I dropped out because I had a teacher say everybody in the classroom is your competition. And I was like, this is not the kind of atmosphere I want to be in. So I ended up going to horticultural school and doing that for over 13 years. And loved it because that's my second passion, being in the garden.
Yeah.
But I moved somewhere where it was a little bit warmer, and I realized I'm a little sensitive flower in the sun. And so it just wasn't working out. And I would just be hiding in my house from this 80, 90 degree weather. And I'm
hot.
Yeah, I was like, no. So I was like, what do I do with myself? And I was like, let's go back to my first love, and started picking up a pencil, and it just kind of unfolded from there. And yeah, it's been quite the journey, and it's still going. Don't get me wrong.
It's an eternal track.
It is. Certainly is.
I totally relate to you with that. Everybody's as soon as somebody's there is a competition, I'm like, I'm out. Goodbye. See ya. Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Probably one of the worst advice I've ever gotten for something like that. And what's been so awesome now is having connection with other business owner, creative folks, and just it's totally opposite. It's not competition. It's all about community and lifting each other up. And that's what's so beautiful about what's happening now in the creative world, for sure.
Yes, 100% agree. Yeah. Oh my goodness. So what has been one of your biggest hurdles in your business?
Well, I'm sure a lot of creative people can relate. Not very business savvy and good with the numbers and stuff like that. So definitely getting all my numbers and taxes and business license and applications and all that stuff together was quite the hurdle for me. Totally. And also not tech savvy either. So building the website, all of that stuff that goes along with it. Because when you're business owner, you're doing everything by yourself. Yeah. So it's you got to just jump in and do it if you want to make it happen. Totally.
I am fighting with Facebook Marketplace or whatever, the shop that's inside I don't know, whatever. I'm what's happening? So
yeah. No, most definitely.
Oh man. Okay, so what's a big win for you in your business?
Well, I think the big win, I was I did it. Got my LLC. I was all right, we're official now. And honestly, to have some of my products in retail shops was super freaking exciting. I don't know. There's some kind of crazy joy when you walk into a store, especially one that you really admire and stuff like that, and being oh my gosh, look at my little card on the thing. It looks so good. Look at me, I'm professional.
Oh my gosh, that's so exciting. What a cool feeling.
Oh man. It is. It's so amazing.
And our most sorry, keep going.
Oh, I was just gonna say, also too, I've only had one international order, but that's always exciting too. Is all right, somebody's got my stuff in New Zealand. Who knew?
Yeah, well, and of all places, New Zealand, very cool. Right? I can totally see that though, because they're very eco-conscious. all that stuff. We went there for our honeymoon, and I remember just like learning so much about their protection of the flora and fauna. It's very cool.
Oh wow, what an amazing honeymoon trip.
Oh yeah, it was it was the coolest thing I've ever done.
I can imagine. That's so
It was
fun.
awesome. But I could have seen your stuff there. I mean, probably it was a while ago.
Well,
So
it was like somebody bought a greeting card, so you probably have to be like, hello.
hello, I would like to see your greeting card collection. Excuse me. Oh my gosh, too silly. So what's upcoming for Wormwares?
I have been exploring with doing kind of weaving kind of art because I'm a collector, as you can imagine, with all the hoopla I have happening. I have like stashes of fabric and yarn and wires and buttons, and I just want to kind of play around with it. And I've been looking into weaving, and then I want to like include my art. I'll give you a little sneak peek.
Yeah, please. I'm so excited.
They're these kind of like mushroom wall hangings. So I found this little sucker at Goodwill, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to embroider and paint and like moss and make tassels and have fun with it. So
your mixed media stuff is just so cool. I love it.
Definitely funky for sure.
It's perfect. I'm so into it. That's awesome. Very cool. Well, that's very exciting upcoming news. So do you have a biz bud that you'd like to shout out and share some love to?
Well, I gotta holler at my girl, Jess, like hands down. She's the number one girl that I just like, oh my gosh, when I was just starting out, I was like, help anybody. And she was my superwoman and just like came to the rescue, was like, you got this, like, you know, helps me with resources, just super fantastic. So Jess of Sewing Ground.
Yes.
She just does amazing artwork. It's all very uplifting and all about plants and animals. And yeah, she's just a great gal and like awesome community person to be involved with, like in this group where we help each other and build each other up. I can't imagine doing this without her, honestly.
Yes. And if you want to see more about Jess, she actually has her own little video too. I mean, not you, like people watching, but she has her own video too. So you can scroll back to a couple IGTVs back and you'll find her. But we had a great little chat too. So she's awesome. What a job. And that's how we got connected too. To her. Former all Washingtonians, and now she's abandoned us.
I know. I was like, no.
She's still in the same time zone. It makes it easy. Right. And where can people find you on the interwebs or in person?
Well,
not like your address, but like if you're in shops.
Right. I'm like,
what's your social security number? No, I'm just kidding.
Well, you can find me on my website, which is Erika Wurm, WURM. Well, I don't know, it's probably backwards for y'all, but
it looks forward for me.
Okay, good. ErikaWurm.com. And then on Instagram and Facebook, you can, and also Pinterest, you can find me at Wormwares.
Yes. Awesome.
Yeah.
Perfect. And if you're in Port Townsend, her cards are
my cards are at Abracadabra, which is a super fun little store that sells games and cute socks and jewelry and stuff like that. And I also have some patches there and stickers as well. So
awesome.
You can find all kinds of goods.
So fun. Well, thank you, Erika. This was a blast.
Thank you for having me. Yellow sweater twin.
Yes, twin. All right. Catch you later.
Take care.